I've got my glass refilled. James, have you got avarice? Have you got everything kind of situated for yourself? You good?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Charles, is Charles still hanging around?
I'm here.
Right. Okay. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna have a bill tonight, so I'm not gonna worry about that.
No more queefum.
There's no Q in that, by the way. It's C. All right. So when we last played, you guys had came into this. Actually, let me share the map. Can you see that, James?
Yes.
I see the map, but just with the characters on it. Is that what you mean?
You don't see the map proper? I actually meant the other James. How am I gonna just avarice, Jareth? I'll just try to use your character names, Avarice and Jareth. So you don't see the map itself? You just see the tokens and open spaces? Jareth?
I see the map.
Okay. Yeah, it was probably. Yes, Sam. It should be up. Should be running. Yeah.
I gotta start link feed.
Yes. And let me know if it crackles. I'll reload the voice meter stuff. Especially, particularly if my voice does the same. If it sounds a little crackly or something, let me know and I'll fix it. Or try to. So, you guys came into this cistern room when we last played, and Grimlock had slipped and slided around in the water, picked up a shield, brought it back, and that was where we left it. Luke is not going to be here tonight, so he just poofs. If he shows up, we'll bring him back in. Also, Garton is probably, Brian is going to be using his character that he used in the Lost City of Baracus to kind of give a little bit more caster presence. He is I guess I should let him tell you what he is. But I've just put him in here, and Brian, if you don't want to do it like that, we don't have to, but for you, I just put him on the map. I assume that's what you wanted.
Yeah, that's fine. You can say he's a friend of Garton's. Garton sent word to bring him in.
He's an elf. He wears armor.
Yep, elf, armor, swings a blade, dabbles in the magics. Mostly just to blast the enemies in front of him.
And Avarice, we had discussed, do you want to do what you had talked about?
Yeah, sure.
So after you guys had brought Grimlock, tied him up and pulled him across and got him over the other side of the wall again, and you guys were kind of ogling the shield, a few moments after that, you hear this loud pop noise, and behind you, you see elf wearing a robe. I think he has a staff, maybe a sword. I can't remember.
Yeah, staff.
No, you can. We'll go with that. We'll start from there. So, what do you guys do?
Determine if it's friend or foe.
I say, oh, hey, not again. Hi. I've traveled here to meet you, party. each one of you. By the way, who are you? This party here. Who are you people?
Garton's the trusting sword. Go introduce himself. Garton Greenbottom. Burglar.
He's a halfling.
Yep, he's a halfling. And everybody
So-
should just know that.
He would if he was literally there and could see you, but I'm trying to kind of give him a little hint because all he sees is a pog. So what are the rest of you guys doing? I mean, you just kind of all in silence, and while this guy just appears in the middle of you, you're in the midst of all of you. What do you do? Silence. God, guys, come on.
There you go.
I told you my default response tonight is I chop its head off.
This could go ugly real quick.
I'll go up to him and introduce myself and tell him that we're here to investigate the evil in the temple and resolve it if possible, because the evil is leaking out into the surrounding building worse and not better.
A party of adventurers. This is fabulous. May I join?
Who are you? Where are you from?
Oh,
What?
I'm a mage. I experiment with some cases where I might teleport myself places that I'm not real. Hardly ever.
Experiment?
Hardly ever have accidents.
Hardly ever.
Yeah, everything is by design. I intended to be here today.
And you know where you're at?
No, maybe I could have some help with that.
Tell you, you are in the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous! A wondrous adventure.
We'll wait till the Elemental smashes him up against the wall.
Into jelly.
I would prefer to avoid that.
It could happen.
So before Miramar ducked off into the shadows, he would kind of give you a overarching kind of goal of what they're. And he's the kind of de facto leader. Although Grimlock tends to direct everybody when they're in the crawling through the dungeons and that sort of thing. But as far as what they're supposed to be doing, he tells you that their original goal was to see if they could find the fiance of Lady Jolene. She is one of the high priests for the St. Cuthbert in Valuna. So she has financed a lot of the party's exploration and paid for their training in some cases and provided other things for them. But her fiance, back when the temple was originally thrown down, disappeared at the end, and they had some new evidence several months ago that came up that led her to believe that he may be a prisoner within the temple itself. And so the goal was for you guys to come in, find him or find evidence of him, in addition to if you find evil bad guys, to do what you need to do to stop them. So that's kind of the overarching bird's eye view of the plot line here.
That's great. Can we go adventure now?
I think
So, I'll show him the shield that we just got, and ask him what he thinks of the shield. If he thinks there's any magical enchantments or anything on it.
Okay, I'll touch the shield and oh, it's a nice shield.
He's blind.
Is it blue?
It's actually kind of covered in algae, sort of moss, a little bit. It's got some sort of emblem on the front of it, but it's kind of covered up in all the moss and stuff. But looking at it, you can see that there are some markings that would indicate that it might have some sort of enchantments on it.
I could probably identify it, but it would take a while.
Brian's character as well.
Let's see
Garden's
what his
friend.
abilities are. Skill.
Can't y'all do like an Arcana check?
Yeah, I
for
could
it?
do like a spellcraft check on it, I guess. Can Mike? That work?
Yeah, that's what Avarice was doing
Oh,
whenever he was looking at it. That's why I told him what he saw. I mean, you would notice the same thing. It's not something that's very difficult to see.
I mean, if we want to take the time right now, we can cast some spells over it. See what we can see, or we can wait till later.
No, I'm not suggesting we identify it, but sometimes you guys are at least able to figure out the base enchantment level by doing a spellcraft check. So here.
I can certainly do a spellcraft check.
I could too if you want. How do you do that?
So in your skills tab, there is a spellcraft skill, and on one side there is what it looks like a. Let me bring it up.
Small 20-sided die.
Yeah, that.
Bottom
yeah, okay.
left-hand corner.
If you grab and drag that onto, unless I tell you otherwise, I want you to do the rolls in the tower, and the tower is the thing that looks like a little tower in the bottom right. And you did it. Perfect. So, there we go. Parafel, you believe that the shield is probably the enchantment is probably magical for protection, and it's probably, and game mechanics wise, you would rate it like as a +1 shield. I mean, that's kind of what you would determine. And Avarice, he's like thinks it's the other way around. He thinks it's cursed, and it's not. It's not something you want to use.
Ooh, man, throw that one back.
No, man, that thing's great. That'll help him out.
Okay.
Grimlock doesn't use shields anyways. Well,
Right.
not generally.
I know. Robbie does. And does your new character use a
I guess he could, maybe, if he didn't want to cast. Holding a shield would kind of hinder him casting some.
Oh, do I need to cast my armor spell? We had talked about that being cast before.
We're going to
What's
assume
the
you did it
duration?
when you got up.
Right, but do I
That-
need to cast it so that it...
No. Like I said, we're going to assume you cast it before you went to bed. You got up, you memorized it again, and so you have armor along with. I don't, unless I'm wrong. Look at the duration. I'm pretty sure it's until you take X amount of damage before it goes away.
Yeah, but I mean, don't I need to cast it so that the game knows that I'm...
No, we put it on you when we made your character. If you look in the combat tracker on yourself, there will be an effect. Yep, it's still there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, sure is. Okay.
Parafel will gladly carry the shield if nobody else wants to. He just.
I think
really
I
likes to
have
use
it in my inventory.
Okay.
You do, and I can put it if you want, Charles. If you want to give it to him, I will put it in the. Oh, actually, I'm not sure you do have it.
Well,
Let
it
me look.
sounds like nobody has an immediate need for it, so I can just hold on to it until
Okay.
we choose to identify it. Because I can handle the encumbrance; it's no big deal.
Yeah, Parafel's got quite a bit of encumbrance as well to go.
So yeah, I don't see it. I think maybe it was on. I don't know.
I mean, we may not have got a chance to put it on somebody's inventory. I mean, we stopped right when we got it.
It would have been in the inventory party sheet because I put it there. So either you picked it up or Luke got it. But we'll worry about it later.
Do I have a shield in my inventory?
I did not see one.
Okay.
Yeah. But let me pull up. What's his name? Smiramar. See if he had it. Because I remember somebody talking about it. Just don't remember where it went. Shield medium. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's on. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the party's loot. Take it out of his inventory. Just so. Let's see, where is he again? Oh, yeah, it did it. So if you want to grab it, you can.
I'll go ahead and put it on my. Since Charles cannot do that.
Yeah, and keep in mind, whoever is moving my character, that my movement is lower than what it shows because I'm wearing chainmail that's not the right size for me. I think we decided that my movement was basically 4 instead of 6, so just keep that in mind. Because it's not shown that way on the character sheet.
Right. Yeah, I didn't do anything to add that modifier. Alrighty, so Parafel picked up the shield. He is using it, I guess, or at least it's on his character.
Yeah, he's
you
just
guys,
gonna hold it right now. Just gonna be
Avarice, the elven wizard, looks like he came prepared. He has a backpack full of supplies, and I think you guys came here. It was about halfway through the day whenever we stopped in here. So if you want to rest and eat and do whatever else you want to do, or you can continue on from here. But this is where you had stopped about halfway through the day after you lost all your equipment to the gods.
Hush. Don't need to be reminded about that.
Suckers!
So, do we want to check out the bottom of this pool anymore, or what?
Anything good in there?
I don't think so. I think there's a high likelihood somebody's going to get stuck in there.
Yeah, it was very slick. Very slick. No reason Grimlock got out was because you guys threw a rope around him. And it's a very likely chance you could drown
How
if
deep
you.
is it?
The further
Grimlock.
south, the deeper it got.
All right. Garton will take out his rope of climbing and have it attach one end somewhere close to the edge of the pool if there is any purchase for it.
Yeah, you can certainly find somewhere to tie it, even if it's a person.
Okay. And in the other end, he will attach to himself. And since he has that new nifty necklace, he will go ahead and go in and take a look.
Okay. Just a reminder, you did this last time we played.
Did we?
Yes.
See,
You were drinking a lot that last game.
I did. I drank a lot last game.
Yes.
Well, if he did, then he won't do it.
Okay. I kinda
Everybody will
figured.
remind Garton you already did that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I drank too much. I don't remember him doing it
Okay,
either.
I don't feel so bad anymore now.
You weren't here, Rob, so no excuses for you. I don't think you were here last when we ended up here, though. Maybe you
Yeah,
were.
I was here. I was here.
Oh, that's right. We skipped a weekend. We skipped a weekend because of the
George
Peter thing.
Peters.
Yep.
All right, then. Never mind. If he didn't find any, he says there ain't nothing else down there. Nothing but mud and water.
Thank you for the follow, Sissy. That's my
All right,
cousin's
let's move
name.
on.
All right. So just to kind of reiterate, you guys have, you went over this room with a fine tooth comb, whether I'm remembering incorrectly or you did. I'm pretty sure Garton went into the pool and was, because you mentioned using the thing and going through the water.
Okay.
And I did I remember doing the checks for when you did that. And then you guys pulled Grimlock out. So just to make sure we're clear. But so you have there's the passage north that you guys did. You came from the east this way, so you have south. You've got north up here and southwest there that you haven't been.
Garton says
It
he's-
is.
We'll go check
Sorry?
that to the southeast where it goes.
Oh, southeast. Gotcha. All right. And are
So
you?
He's gonna pop on his ring.
You can go ahead and move yourself off unlock tokens. At least I think I
There.
did.
Yeah, and at this point, yeah, never mind. Yeah, he'll go to there and check it out. Yeah, Parafill move up.
That is what you see. It continues on south and then kind of jumps off to the southwest. You suspect it opens up into that big hallway with all the kind of rubbish and stuff.
And that
And
was
it
a
does.
wall along that western side, right? The big hallway.
Can you point what you're talking about? I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about.
That's a wall. That's
No,
all a wall.
No.
Oh, it goes
No,
on
that's just-
over.
Yeah, I just haven't undone it yet.
Gotcha.
It continues on west. And that was actual. Let me do that because you would have seen that. That's a passage
was-
going that way. It went 2 stairs and went down.
Okay.
How do you turn the map window back on if you closed it?
Oh, you're screwed.
On your character sheet, if you double click your token, it should pop it up. I think you can also double click your token in the combat tracker as well, and it'll bring it up. That work for you?
No.
I can force it to show up. So when you on your character sheet, the double click the round token.
Yeah, I was clicking the wrong one.
Okay, there we go. All right. So the rest of you guys are kind of hanging out at the doorway up there.
That was where the
Nowhere.
big battle was, right?
Where?
That big long hallway room. Wasn't there like a? Yes.
No,
that.
you guys haven't met. You guys haven't encountered anything there. You
know what I mean? Wasn't there evidence of like a big battle here?
that was on the first level. Where the skeletons, all the bodies. I mean, there was certainly. You can see on the map. You can see there are some skeletons scattered around. It's mostly just debris. But the other one on level 1, the first floor, there was just stacks of just you walk through them. They're crunching.
Well, Garton signals with his little light stick that it's clear to there, and he'll move on down into that big hallway.
Okay, give me a move silently, please.
Will do.
And it looks like that passage just goes around the wall, around the cistern area there. This you can see a little farther. There. Actually, you can see there is a hallway there to the west. There's another one here. this is actually a wall. So you can't, I mean, I know you can see on the other side of that, but that's because I messed up on the map exploration. Actually, no, you guys went through the door here. You guys looked through that door, so it goes upstairs right there. I should put stairs there, I guess. But yeah, it goes, make sure. Yeah, it goes up.
Right. You said, sorry. That was stairs up, correct? Or down?
That is stairs down.
Gotcha.
And it goes down, and you I mean, if you're gonna, I'm just telling you what you remember. Beyond that, I'm not gonna say, but
I got you.
you can't see down all the way without exploring it some more.
All right, so I signal again. Let me move Paraphel down too. Paraphel will move on with the party.
Okay. Yeah, you can leave him where he's at, and then I'll assume he's with everybody else. Who's moving Grimlock, by the way? That's awesome. Thank you.
I figured I'd keep him beside me. I got my hand in his back pocket anyway.
Okay. You guys are Go for it.
He just does a check up that direction just to look and see if he sees anything.
Nope. It looks empty as far as you can see up that direction.
He'll
Quiet.
Go there. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. I'll give that to you.
See that, and you can kind of see that it goes around the corner. 1 second. From here, you can hear the sounds of voice. I mean, you don't even. I mean, I'm not gonna make you make a check. You can hear voices beyond, down this hallway. In fact, you can see a little bit of light. I mean, it's faint, but since you're using infravision to see, you can see that there's a flicker down in the hallway against the wall over here. So you suspect the light is up in that direction somewhere.
So he listens for a minute to see if the voices are getting closer or if they're moving away or stationary.
It sounds like they're stationary. They sound like you suspect they're human, but they sound human at least.
We'll move back to the party and tell them that around the corner down here to the west, he can hear some voices. He thinks they're human. He can see some light. And then he's going to go back. Tell him also he's going to go back and peek around that corner. So he'll go to there, and let me give you a silent check.
Okay.
If you need more than one for that long move, I'll do it.
No, just one is fine. So you see, right there, you see like this curtain. It's more like a divider than anything, and it doesn't go all the way to the, it doesn't cover the passageway completely, so you can see underneath it. That's where the light was coming from. On the other side of that is where you're hearing the voices.
He'll go ahead and sneak up to there. Try to be slightly peek through the edge of the curtain. Or if he can look underneath it, that's what he'll do. Look underneath.
1 second, please. Alrighty, so you're moving up as quietly as you can, and as you do, you don't notice this tiny little pebble. It kind of catches as you put your foot down. It catches on the edge of your foot because you're barefoot, and it shoots off and hits the wall and bounces off a couple of corners and makes a lot of racket, but doesn't sound like the people on the other side of the curtain have stopped talking. So you're fairly certain that maybe they didn't notice, but you made a lot of racket.
That was a massive fail.
Yeah.
So he'll try to peek under the curtain, see if he can see anything.
Okay, give me a hide and shadows on the tower, please.
Oh, this is bad.
How's that bad?
Because I haven't put a whole lot of points in that.
Uh-oh.
With the ring of invisibility.
You are invisible though, right?
Yeah.
All they would see is the current moon. That's kind of what I was going for. Alrighty, 1 second. So you look through and you see, looks like 4 people in the room, at least directly opposite you. You can see there's 2 of them are kind of laying on their beds. They got their knees up. They're kind of like talking back and forth. What languages do you speak, by the way?
Let me look. Common, Elvish, Goblin, Halfling, and Orc.
They are speaking Orcish. Although they don't look Orcish, maybe? I mean, they're a little, their skin is not green or gray. Although they do kind of have pig noses. And their teeth kind of protrude. But the 2 that are directly opposite you, actually, let me reveal the room because you would see at least this. So in the far north, there's 2 guys on these beds, on those 2 things, pallets, whatever you call them, cots. They're kind of arguing back and forth about, who killed somebody, and they're kind of debating on who did it, and the other one's saying he did it. You also see 3 other ones. One sitting here, 2 of them are sitting here. They look like they're eating rations of some sort. They don't seem to be paying a lot of attention. Although this guy right here is he kind of glanced off, at the curtain. He's like, looks at it briefly and then just kind of turns back to the conversation he was having.
Okay. Garton will attempt to move silently back to the party and tell them what he saw. Get that for you.
Yeah. Alrighty, you make it back.
All right. So, I will let them know the room and how they're laid out in there. And I guess Garton's probably seen half-orcs before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he tells me, yeah, a bunch of filthy half-orcs.
Not all of them, but at least half of them are, for sure. Bandits, at least.
Yeah.
Scum of the earth.
So, Garton is not the point man for fighting.
No, that would be our little ball
Dwarf.
of hate over here, the
Yep.
wind-up dwarf.
Chop its head off.
So, what do you guys wish to do?
Is the door trap locked leading to them?
There's
or is it
there's
just
no
a curtain?
door. It's just a curtain.
Just a curtain. Okay, I know how to get through curtains.
Paraphil says, yeah, I can go in there and slice a few people up too.
If you want, you can try and bless us ahead of time, Robbie.
Yeah, that'd be great if I had any of those spells left. as I burned all my first level spells on heals, so
Gotcha.
I've got 2 second level spells that I can use for heals, and that's it.
And is anybody down health right now?
Garton's down 14. We'll be all right.
Are you playing both of your characters, Brian?
Yeah, got them
Oh,
both.
all right.
At least we can transition. So, you want Garton to try and lure them out? You just want to storm in there and cut them up?
Well, I suspect if I move anywhere near that curtain, they're gonna hear me because I'm not quiet.
This is true. You fart a lot.
So if you want me to head that direction, it's gonna be full frontal assault. I'm charging through the curtain and hitting the first thing that moves, kind of thing. If you're wanting to be subtle, you're not gonna want me anywhere near it.
I guess I can say that I did see a door in there as well. And I do not know what's on the other side of the door. So, however you guys want to play it. Garton is no tactician.
Anybody got a fireball?
Absolutely, Parafel speaks up. Of course. What mage wouldn't have a fireball?
There you
Good
go. You
question.
can just pull the curtain back, toss a fireball, and there you go. Problem solved.
On 5 filthy half-orcs?
Nuke it from orbit.
I'm afraid that the fireball would probably engulf that room and the hallway we were standing in.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea then.
Could be fun.
Could also be kind of hot.
Be a total party kill.
All right.
Well, as one of
Let's-
the holders
let's
of
go down there and
fire
kill 'em.
resistance, I'd say it's okay with me. But my default response is always to just run in and chop it up.
All right,
which I
sounds
have to
good.
do.
Parafels agrees with you, and let's go do that.
All right, I think we should proceed.
All right.
I don't know how far you
whoever's
want us to
moving my
move.
dude
but-
can move me in that
Yeah,
direction.
move to where Parafel is, all the rest of you guys, before we get too far. We'll start from there. So I get all you guys tokens there.
Garton will vanguard invisibly to that corner right there.
So you heard them talking in Orcish. Could you tell what they were saying? I thought you
They
said
were
they said-
arguing about exploits and crap, you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I remember
Morons.
saying that.
Morons, all of them.
Alrighty, so you're going to what is the what's going to happen here? You guys explain to me how you want to do it, and I'll try to explain for Charles since he is remote. The hallway to the curtain, it goes west about 20 feet, then goes directly north 10 feet, and in that section there's a 10 by 10 section. Not a 10 by 10. It is a 10 by 20 section that's long. It's wide. It's a rectangle. On the northwest corner of that section, there's a curtain. And on the other side of that curtain is the room that is a 20 by 20 with a little sort of alcove that's another 10 foot on the north end of it. So I don't know if that helps you at all, but hopefully it did. On the west
These are
side of
5
that,
foot squares, right?
yes. So on the west side of the room with the occupants, there's 2 chairs, or there's 3 chairs, and there's a occupant in each one of the chairs. And then in the north part of that room, that little alcove section where the 2 cots are, there are 2 more occupants. And then in that same room on the east side, there is a door on the east side. The wall have on the walls there are some paintings. I mean, of course, he couldn't tell what they were, but I know Charles can't see it, but there are some paintings on the walls in there.
Is Garten hear the voices still right there?
Give me a check.
Second.
Yep, they still seem to be having a conversation of some sort.
I signal with the stick to go kill him. It's like directing the 747. Just come on.
Alrighty, so is the goal to have just Grimlock charge through the curtain and swing at the first thing he sees? Is that what we're looking for?
Sounded like it.
Sounds
I'm
like
okay with
that's
that
what
strategy.
Grimlock does, right?
Yep. Okay, so what we'll do is I want to have everybody roll initiative, please. Rob, do you think you could run Grimlock? I mean, as far as everything?
Probably. Let me just
Okay.
take the character here.
And if you need me, I can unlock it. You should be able to have access to it, I think. Just roll his. Go ahead and everybody roll initiative, and you guys, I presume, are going to hold for Grimlock to go.
Parafel's moving with Grimlock.
Is he going to be charging, Charles?
Is my character going to be charging? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will put that effect on you. That'll give you the +2 to damage that you get from that, or +2 to hit from that.
Yeah, just keep in mind that my movement is reduced.
Right.
It's
Your
not
move.
indicated on the character sheet. So.
Right. You get double move from, or you get 50% move from charging, so that helps a little bit. What I need to do is do a.
And Robbie, keep in mind that I get 2 attacks on even rounds, and we do it just on flat out on even rounds. So 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever. We don't really keep track of. Oh well, did I attack in round 1? You know, or if not, no. It's just on the even rounds. That's when I get my double attack.
Gotcha.
So what we're looking for is Grimlock to go. So Garten, Barney, and Avarice, are you guys going to hold your initiative until Grimlock charges in? Is that what we're doing?
You know what?
Yep.
Garten will move up to the curtain. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And as Grimlock gets there, he'll swing it wide.
Okay. Sounds good. And I'm going to... And that is going to be... You're not going to do anything other than that? That's what you're planning to do, right?
Yeah, that's what he'll plan to do that.
Okay, so you will...
Then he will assess the combat and probably screw things up.
So, with that, our next person in line, if Barney and Avarice are holding their initiative, and I presume they are, is that correct, Avarice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Grimlock is going to, let's see how far. He's going to move up closer, and then he's going to charge in the room. Let me lock the tokens so we can. And then he's going to charge into the room at the first thing he sees. And we'll go for the guys in the chair right there. Does that look good to you guys?
Looks good.
Looks good.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to reveal the bad guys. So here. So you can see the 4 guys. They are not surprised, but Grimlock still beats them. So he gets to go first. Charles, do you happen to have... You don't have any dice with you, do you?
I'm sorry, I don't. I can download an app or something like that.
That's okay. I mean, if you want to, you certainly can. If not, you can let Barney roll the dice for you.
No, I'm definitely okay with Robbie rolling the dice.
Okay. All right. Go for it, Rob. Pick which one, target, and go for it. While it's his initiative, you can actually hold on. Let me put it on his initiative. There you go. Now it's his initiative. If you control left click while it's his initiative, it should.
Yeah, it looks like I targeted Bandit 3 there.
You did. Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah, and I just single click the attack roll.
Yep. As long as you have him targeted, you can do that. Yep.
Or is it double click?
Single click should do it. If you have him targeted, yeah, just click on the 20 side. Oh, sorry. No, you're right. Double click. I'm thinking effects.
Is he
AC
medium?
0. Yes.
It's a decapitation.
You don't know that. With a one?
No, it's not.
He still killed him. Still killed him. Alright. And that is first round, so I know he doesn't have a 2 attacks. Plus, he wouldn't get it with a charge. Alright. Our next person is Barney. Are you going to move up behind him? I take it?
I am, yes, sir.
I will just move you up behind him. Unless you're charging, that's going to be your action. If you're going to charge, I will put you at bandit number 4.
Yeah, let's do that, and I'll swing at him.
Alrighty, go for it.
Does he
And
get a
let me-
+2?
He will, as soon as I put it on. Yep, there we go.
So I've got a +2 on me
You do.
for whatever
yeah.
I do. Okay.
Yeah, it'll automatically do it, so you're good. Yeah, that looks like it.
Oh, I didn't have him targeted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's it. Yeah, it is. Hit AC -4. Doesn't kill him. Alright, Avarice. You can't cast while you're moving, but you can move and position yourself. Right now, Garton has the curtain that's here held open. So if you want to, you can set, if you like, drag, what is it, control left click? Yeah, control left click will drag a line out from yourself, and then you grab a hold of the white thing on the end, and you can move to where you want to. So I'm going to erase all that I just did, so you can do it on your own. Is that where you want to go, man? That looks like a very confusing path.
Well, that's probably
Yeah.
what he did.
No, that's. I thought you were gonna erase it.
I did. Here, we'll do it again. There we go. Now it's erased. Go for it. Your character, and you need try your best to get on the centers of the square so that the distance is correct. There you go.
What's my movement? How far can I go?
You have a move base of 12, so that means you can move 120 feet in a round. If you charge, you can move 50% more than that. But I would not recommend a wizard charging into combat.
No, not my style.
Yeah.
He is a wild mage, though.
You are.
That is my style.
So just to this is a curtain right here, and as long as Garton is holding it up, you can see into the room. If he stops, you won't be able to see into the room.
Oh, he is right now, so I'm gonna. I think I've got a. I have a longbow. I'm gonna use that.
So you move less than.
I'm an
So you
elf.
move. Yeah, you moved less than half of your move. You get one shot.
So I target that bandit, and then I.
Yep. Control left click him. Got
press
it?
something?
Double click the attack dice. It should be the red one on your. Yeah, there you go. You got it. And it missed. Awesome. And then when you're done, on the bottom of the combat track, there's this little arrow pointing down. It says next sector. If you click that, it'll go to the next person. There we go. So it's my guys. This guy's going to immediately jump up, close with Grimlock, and attack with his battle axe. He hits. That's 5 damage. Paraphil. Here you go.
Paraphil is going to move.
You gonna charge?
Hold on. Yeah, he'll charge to right there. That's 5 feet over his half move. Because that's the first one he can get to, and he will attack that guy.
Yep, you get one swing at him. Oof, that's a hit. 5 damage. Gotcha. Alrighty, this dude is standing right in front of Barney. And he is going to swing with a hand axe and miss. Badly. This guy jumps up, charges straight at the elf, screaming some kind of orcish curses at you because he doesn't like elves. And he swings at you with a longsword and misses. So the one is going to do the same thing. He charges down to there. Targets Paraphil. And he is using a spear. And misses. Jareth.
Okay, going tail end Charlie. I will move as quickly as I can up to where I guess I can do a double move maybe.
Yep.
I can't get into the room. I'm too far.
Yep. If you control left click, it should let you drag your little waypoint out there.
Can I go that far?
Yep, you can go much farther than that. You got to move base of 12, so you can move 120 feet. And that's your full move if you do that, or charge move.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah, put yourself where you want to be. Let me know. Right there?
Is where I wanna be.
So you want to charge into that position,
I do.
and you'll get an attack at the end.
And I'm using the staff spear.
Yeah.
And I will attack Bandit 2, which is control left click him to target.
There is the bandit too. I don't think it's near you. There's half orc.
No, but I got a 10-foot reach with the long spear.
There's not a bandit too. Oh, you want to attack the guy on the other side of Paraphil with your spear? Gotcha. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Kick his ass.
I want to make sure I got it targeted.
It looks like it on the map. I see the little crosshairs on him from you, so you're good.
Oh,
Much a mess.
Sheriff gets a spear to the back of the head.
Alrighty, there you go. Alright, you hear the bell, guys. Everybody roll initiative, please. If you're going to cast a spell, use the initiative for that spell. It's the little orange colored number. Alright, looks like everybody's rolled. Our first person to go is Grimlock. Wow, that is a surprise.
Yeah.
He has an orc,
is.
half orc to the north and a half orc to the southwest. It is his 2 attack round.
Have fun.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What does he hit with a
He
2?
hits with a
That's just
2.
embarrassing for these guys.
A
Oh my.
2.
Yeah, their AC is 6. Oh, their AC is
And
8.
his min damage is
Yeah.
obviously wow.
Bandoleros, yeah, they're kind of weak.
I don't think we needed to come into this room. We could have just sent the dwarf in.
So far, something tells me there'll be other stuff coming in.
And he gets +1 to damage on half orcs and orcs because he doesn't like them.
Oh, how do you add that?
It's automatically in
me.
there. If you see the effects +1 there, that's why he's getting that. Alrighty, Paraphil, your go.
Did he do
So-
both attacks?
He did. You killed the first one, not the second one.
We'll go ahead and swing at the one he has targeted.
Yeah.
This one appears tougher than the rest of them.
Yeah, didn't he?
Garton will continue holding the curtain open since you can see there's one more person that has not come into the room.
Well, I go after you. I can just. Go
No, it's
through it.
okay. He might hold the curtain open. He's not a fighter.
Oh,
He'll stab
okay.
every now and then, but
Alrighty, what
he's
is
watching the dwarf kill everything, so he's really doesn't think he needs to go in there.
Avarice is casting magic missile on bandit number 2.
Can I switch to the half orc?
The one that Paraphil just hit, or the one that the one that Grimlock hit?
Yeah, the.
Yeah, untarget the other one. So you are level 4, and I think that gives you 2 missiles
That sounds about right.
for every 2 levels.
Yeah,
Yep.
third,
So you
you
get-
get the extra.
So you get 2 missiles. So you can you can throw just drag that damage dice, or since you haven't targeted, just click that damage dice once, and then if it dies, you can move it to the other one, or you can do it again to that same one.
What's the damage dice?
It's on the spell, on the actions. When you're using the actions mode, it shows a little blood drop. That's the damage. There you go. There you go. You took him out with a magic missile. You can target somebody else and do the other one. Just make sure. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now one thing I didn't say is you need to cast it so the spell is actually used, so you can go ahead and click that so that it's used, but other than that, you're good. Yeah, I'll just roll in the damage, won't do the casting part.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Alrighty. You can hand it off to the next person. Which is my guy. And he is going to swing at this foul silencer.
Magnificent elf that's in front of him.
Probably not going to hit him, yeah. Not with that crazy ass AC. The other one is going to do the same thing. Spear. Miss. 1 second. I need Paraphil. Give me a surprise check, please. And you do, yeah, surprise check.
We look for that. There it is. There it is.
Says you are not surprised.
Oh, it's
Coming
right up there at
in.
the top of combat as well. I just saw it.
Yes. Yeah. This guy stealthily slipped through the door behind you and attempts to
named.
stab you in the back. Ooh! He hits you. How did he manage that?
Because he
But
rolled an 18.
yeah. Well, don't you have like -4 AC?
No, he's a 0.
Who am I thinking of as -4 AC?
I don't know.
So,
don't know, but it'd be nice.
but he does 5 damage to you. You are aware of his presence, so it doesn't do extra damage. And that is his action. And next is Jareth. Jareth, you see a guy to your right that appeared to slip through the door very stealthily behind him, behind Parafel.
Let's see if I can hit him.
Alright, just change your target before you roll. Negative. That is a miss.
Not sure why it rolled 2 dice.
Drop both of them
2
miss.
targets.
Oh,
I have 2 guys. That's right.
you did it?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing targeted right now. Probably because he missed both. Alrighty, Barney, what are you going to do? Looks like you
Well-
are casting... No, you were charging. Never mind. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna swing at somebody, but all my targets are down. So, I guess I'll. Can I move up and attack like Bandit? Can I do another charge or?
No, you can't do another charge. You can only do a charge every turn, so 10 rounds. But you can both those guys on the left are dead. You could move up to there, and then you could swing at this guy. You can move over here and go to after this guy. It's up to you. Either one of them, you'll get a single attack.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
move up to where I can swing at Bandit 1 up there, and I'll still be within reach of almost.
I'll put you
everybody.
right there and make your attack. Or target and make your attack. I should be playing the good
There
music.
you go.
I don't know why I forgot that. Alright, new round. Heard the bell. Roll initiative, please. Alright, just waiting on Garden.
I threw it over there.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Shows you rolled a 12.
You made an attack, not an initiative.
There you go.
There you go.
A
Alrighty.
13.
Avarice. What are you doing? I'm assuming it's not casting.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw an arrow at that
Bandit number 2. So keep in mind you have 2 people that are the same size of that target in front of you. You have a couple options. You can just let loose like you normally would. You'd get 2 attacks around. If you hit below, if you roll an attack of 5, like if you were to hit is 5 or lower, you have the opportunity to hit somebody that's in the way. You can make a called shot, which will be a -4 to hit. You only get a single attack, but you won't hit your party members if you miss, unless you fumble. That guy, certainly you can shoot him. He's not in. Yeah, you're good. Twice. Go for it. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's it? So what you need to do, one of the other things, well, it doesn't necessarily matter. It does for Charles because he can crit. Nobody else crits. At the beginning of the campaign, everybody decided they didn't want to use crits. Charles can because he's a single class fighter. But What you normally need to make sure you do is don't roll both attacks, because some of the effects, like if you attack and you get like a natural 20, the damage would be more, or some effect might be better. So it's generally better to roll the hit, and if you hit, then do the damage, and then do the next hit, and then do the damage.
Oh, gotcha.
Doesn't matter in this case, because like I said, we don't use crits for anything outside of Charles, but just FYI. But go ahead and roll your damage, which should be a d6.
Nice.
Oh, Max.
Solid.
Wrong. So that's it, right?
Next.
Yep, you're good. Next.
Grimdog. Hulk smash.
He needs to step up 5 feet and swing at Bandit 1.
You don't need to move. Oh,
No,
yes,
it's a-
you do need to move. Yeah.
This is round
Let
3.
me- Up there. There you go. He has moved up in the world. That is a hit. It did, by 9. Bastards are evil.
Paraphil will target Brunk
Okay.
and swing.
And miss.
Miss. Now, no, never mind. We'll just go on to Brunk.
Alrighty, Brunk. Let's see. He's going to step back to here. Are you going to follow him, Parafal? He kind of pushes the door open and steps into the room. And I will actually reveal that room. You going to follow him?
We'll at least move up.
Alright, so you'll move to there? Alright. So because you did that, and you didn't see this guy, he's going to try to stab you in the back. Oh, wait. Let's see. He gets +4 to hit. Oh, that's still not going to hit. Oh, that's 1 off! Ah!
You're breaking
Damn.
up, by the way, Mike.
Is it crackling for everybody?
No, not for me.
Okay. Just your connection then. Alright. So, the new guy labeled S missed. And Brunk fell back. And that was his action. Jareth, what are you doing?
Alright. That bandit 2 is still up, so I will try to...
Go for it. Wow. A 1. Dude, you have some horrible roll luck. Alright, our next is Barney.
Okay, I want to move up over that dead bandit so I can hit Bandit 2.
Move to there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go for it. That's a miss, sir.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? Let's see if he changes targets. He does not. He keeps swinging. And misses. We are on Garten.
So, in the spirit of our past D&D sessions, I'm currently eating strawberry cake rolls.
Nice.
Nice.
Is Garten doing anything?
Yeah, Garten tells Avarice he's gonna go ahead and move in now.
Okay.
And moves into the room.
Alrighty, move yourself, or at least at the waypoints. Actually, Avarice, you hear someone say, Garton is going in now. You don't see them. The curtain flutters a little bit oddly and then closes. Because he's invisible.
So when he gets there, can he attack Brunk?
I disbelieve his invisibility.
Yes. You didn't move more than half your move, did you? No, you didn't.
So
You only
he moved
moved
15 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah.
And he misses horribly. Turn off invisibility.
Alrighty, next person. Which will be everybody rolling initiative once he does it. There you go. Roll initiative, please. Oh, waiting for his Grimlock. There we go. Grimlock goes first. Again! This is the even round. So he gets 2 attacks, but there's only 1 target near him. That's a good hit. That's a -9. And he's gonna die. Oh my lord. Yeah, he murdered him. Alright, next. My bad guy gets to go. He is going to stab Paravel
You're still breaking up to me.
and miss.
My connection must be ass right now.
Do I sound good to the rest of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
sound fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian, you're transmitting okay, so yeah, you're just got too much coming your way.
All right.
Paravel,
Parafel going to attack Brunk again.
go for it. Oh! Oh!
He's going to see what he does. But he's also pissed at Brunk, so he's going to discharge a shock into him.
Let me check something real quick, because I think you have to do that beforehand. Or does it say that you can do it after the fact?
It just says it does 1d10 points of damage to a target struck in melee combat. No saving throw.
Shock.
Yeah.
Character's wearing metal armor. He's not plain leather and wood normally.
And it's actually the damage on here.
Shock
is
uses 1
1d6
charge.
plus 6.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, yeah, you're right. Just burn a charge. Yeah.
I did.
It works just like the Wand of Lightning, so yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah, I just know there's a discrepancy on the damage of shock. You've got
Is there?
1d8 plus 6 on the damage button in the action tab, and it says 1d10 in the description of the longsword of lightning.
Should be 1d8 plus 6. Which is what it was.
Right, but I'm saying if you pull up the description of the longsword, you know, the little shield on the top of the longsword, it says shock does 1d10 points of damage.
Oh.
I'm just saying there's a discrepancy there.
It may be I was basing it off the shock and grasp and not. Yeah. I see what you're doing.
That's what it says, and
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah, it should be 1d10. We'll let it ride for there, and I will
Okay.
change that. I was probably basing it off of the spell, but we'll set that.
Right.
So next time it works, we're good. Yeah. Oops.
And we move on.
Saint Scout. He is going to try to use his longsword against Parafel. And these guys cannot hit the broadside of a barn! Garden.
Garton is going to swing again.
So before you swing, the guy in front of you, Brooke, he like drops his weapon and holds his hands up. He's kind of stepping back, trying to move away from him. Doesn't mean you can't attack, but he's acting like he wants to surrender. If you're Brunk, this guy right here.
So Garton sees that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Garton says, "Tell that scout, tell your buddy over there to drop the same, or you die."
Let's see. So he immediately turns and says something in Orcish,
What
and
did
he said,
say? Garton
he
speaks Orcish.
he speaks Orcish. He said, tells him to drop his weapons. The scout guy is, he's already attacked, so he's not doing anything for this round. He can't. He's already had all his actions. He's kind of looking over at him, and he looks like he's standing in a offensive posture.
Right. So Garton is going. If the guy does not drop his weapon, he will attack Brunk.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
realize
he
that has
doesn't
to
drop
happen
it.
next round. So
Yeah, the scout is not dropping it immediately.
that's it.
Okay, so you're gonna wait. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So what is Avarice doing?
I'm gonna
Can't
move
see
into the
anything.
room.
Alrighty, where do you want to go? You can move through your party members without obstruction, as long as you have somewhere to go on the other side. Okay. Is that it?
I'm there. Yeah.
So normally, if you had a wand of something, I would let you move half your move and then use it. If you're casting spells, and I know you weren't casting one right now, but just FYI, you can't move at all and cast a spell unless it's off an item. So just so you know.
So in the same turn.
Right. So if you
Okay.
wanted to move and then you can move and then cast, or move less than half and then use some magic item, like a wand of lightning or something. And if you're done, you can pass on to the next person.
Well, I could shoot him maybe.
You could try to.
But,
Yeah, you got Parafel in the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hold.
Okay. Jareth. You're a tad bit quiet. Is your mic like above your head or something?
It's away from my face.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up to where Bandit 2 was. Just that where the arrow's pointing 10 feet.
Yeah, I'll get him out of the way, and I'll put you there. Is that where you wanted to be?
Yeah. And if
Okay.
that door is open and I can see the scout, I will attack him.
You can. It's been pushed open. I mean, he's kind of it opens up inward, so he's kind of on this side of it. So
Okay. I'll roll the attack.
go for it.
Wow.
And I missed. With an 18? Wow.
Says I
You
missed.
did?
Wow, that's AC 0.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Woo.
And now you know why he didn't drop his weapon. All right.
Shitty guy.
Barney.
Yeah, what do I do? I don't want to get up there. I don't leave a space for Grimlock to go, so I'm just gonna sit right.
Alrighty. Pass her on. And then everybody's going to have to roll initiative, please. What am I changing my dice colors for?
This is
Stefan?
one, but it's the same initiative as the sword.
Alright, looks like everybody's rolled. Garton.
So, Scout did not drop his weapon, right?
Nope.
Well, he's going to attack Brunk then.
Alrighty, go for it.
And this is a human?
He is
Medium-sized,
half.
man-sized?
Yeah, it's man size. Yeah. Is my color bad? You can't see it? Oh, better.
Should have dropped his weapon.
By
He
a-
did. It's the other one that didn't.
Yeah, and I
You're
told-
holding him
if
at the.
If
You
his
cut
buddy
his.
didn't do it, he's going to die. And his buddy didn't do it.
No, he did not. He did not. Second, please.
All right, I'm going to shoot him.
Alrighty. You are shooting the scout?
That's the only thing left.
Yes, that's the only thing you can see right now. You will be shooting two paraffel, so how are you going to do that? You're just going to let loose both bolts?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, go for it.
He is a wild mage.
Alright, roll the next one. So neither one of them hit. I need you to make another attack roll, please. Oh, look at that. That is just what I
Holy
wanted.
crap.
He missed badly on the first attack. That attack, we re-rolled to see if it actually hit Paraphel. He rolled
Oh, yeah,
a
that'll
20,
hit.
and it hit. So go ahead and roll a d6 damage, please. The only person that hit Paraphel tonight is his own party.
Oh, terribly sorry. This hardly ever happens.
All right, and next. Grimlock.
Yep. I want to move up there next to that Paraphel and attack that scout.
Go for it. That's gonna be a miss. Alright. It looks like the scout gets to go. Give me a moment here. 1 second, please. I need a little bit.
How far did Grimlock move?
I don't know, 10 feet?
He should have been able to attack. Did he miss?
He did, he
He
missed.
did miss.
What? Grimlock does not miss.
Did this time. So, at that moment, the door behind you guys, or behind him, opens up. Let's see. There are several other people. I want to shuffle some things. I don't want to do that. This is going to be a mess. Yeah, give me a second here. Oh my god. I'm trying to give these guys tokens. I should have done it before I spawned them. But I didn't. Yeah. What I need is a button that is bring them on the map if they're not already on the map. I need to come up with that because otherwise this is terrible. So let's see. Go down the list. Wow. This might be easier if I just... He's dead. Sorry, this is kind of... Oh, there's some more. Wow, there's a lot more. Some of these guys look like they have crossbows too, and they're all bringing them to bear. But we're not going to get to them yet, I don't think. Let me check. We're on the scout, so actually let me move this guy's initiative to after the scout. Alright, so the scout is going to change his target to the dwarf. He kind of laughs, and let's see, what does he say? He's wearing a red cloak. He looks human, and he says in common, he says, surrender now or we'll kill you and sacrifice, or we will take you and have you sacrificed to the elemental demons. What do you say, Grimlock?
Which element?
Whichever one we choose. Behind him, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 10 people that come that are behind the door that opens up behind him, and some of them are aiming crossbows in y'all's direction. Some of them have swords or hammers or morning stars and that sort of thing. But they
I'm not surrendering.
alrighty.
Stopping whoever's in front of me.
Alright, so you already went, so it's his turn. So he was giving you the opportunity to surrender, which you did not take. And he is going to attack you with his Morning Star. Oh, I need to put that on you. Sorry. I don't know why I didn't have it targeted. And it hits for 4 damage. I don't know why it didn't target you. There we go. Alright. And our next guy is this one in the back. He's got a light crossbow that he is doing a called shot. Can't really see the Grimlock, so he's going to shoot at Parafel because that's like the biggest thing in the area there. Oof. Wow, he missed with that roll with a 17. This guy is going to be doing the same thing. Light crossbow, only this time he is going for Jareth. That one hit. This guy is going to target Parafel again. That misses. Another crossbow, Parafel. These guys are all just kind of looking at you because you're like the biggest target. This one can only see Grimlock. So he's shooting the light crossbow. Ooh, that hits. The guy way in the back. Parafel.
Did you say he hit me for 12 damage?
No, 4. Not with a crossbow. It wouldn't be for that much. Every one of these guys have got light crossbows. Wow. Yeah, he missed badly.
He shot somebody in the back of the head.
He certainly could have. It could have been Grimlock or Scout, and we're gonna check. Let's see. Does he hit Grimlock? No, it's Scout. No.
He can't hit anything.
No, they all miss.
They
All right,
have
so
not
we're,
been through crossbow training.
yeah. Guy in the front, he is going. We're going to move this guy out of the way, the body out of the way. He closes here, targets Parafel, and swings with a hand axe. Oh, actually, that's the wrong dude. But we'll take it. The other one does the same thing. He has. He is going to move up to here. Hold his attack. Jareth. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of guys.
Wow. Don't really want to step in front of Grimlock. And all spaces there are plugged.
Yep, they are plugged with bad guys.
Alright, I'm going to pass for this round.
Okay, well, just a reminder, you can use your spear from behind Grimlock. You're okay to do that.
There's nobody in 10-foot range. He killed the scout.
No, he didn't. Scout saw
Showing
it.
his
Target.
dead.
Oh, you're
Really?
okay. I have the scout target.
No, there it is. It just looked like it from far.
Yeah, he is not dead.
Old man
Bandit
eyes.
is
Old mana.
falling.
Yes, I love
Shut up,
Midnight
Ryan.
Syndicate. I also got a what is the other one called? I forget what it called. Torchlight something or another. There's the other one I use for the sound. Okay. Right, sorry. Parafel. Or wait, did we want to go back to Jareth so that he can do his attack?
I did an attack.
He missed.
Alright, no, he didn't miss. He didn't go. There you go. Parafel, or Jareth, now you can go. Then we'll go back to Parafel.
Okay.
Oh no! You did, and you missed. That's okay.
Lots of times.
Alright, Parafel.
So the sergeant is right in front of me.
Hmm?
Hold on, I gotta do some distances here.
You gonna throw a lightning bolt through him?
Yeah, but it's like a rate. Doesn't it have like, isn't it like at 120?
You can start it where you want. The length of the bolt is the part that matters.
That's what I'm wondering. I don't have the spell up here in front of me, and it doesn't say in the summary.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
wouldn't
like
really know.
120.
You wouldn't really know, I guess, because you don't have the spell, I guess. And you've never actually used this part of your sword.
Yeah. You know what? He will. He'll start it right here in front of him. He'll do the forked bolt so he can get as many as he can
Okay.
and blast that off out into that room.
Straight ahead. Alright.
So,
Let me
Yeah.
look this up.
I seem to remember there's a house rule about the lightning bouncing off walls and stuff.
yeah, but it always I think the spell reads it always rebounds towards the caster. So in effect, he can go to that far wall, bounce back, and hit him twice.
All right.
Ending with you.
But it ends on me, so I may kill myself with this lightning bolt.
Let's see. Rave. Give me a sec, I'm reading. So it looks like the bolt is 80 feet long. The lightning bolt's area effects is shown by the caster either a 10-foot wide 40-foot bolt or a 5-foot wide 80-foot bolt. You're doing the forked, which is the shorter version, so it goes 40 feet. So I'm going to draw that on the map.
Oh, that's awesome. Catches all the guys in the back twice if it bounces.
So it goes to there, and then it will come back 10 more feet to there. So what I want you to do, and you're doing the fork, so target all the guys, scout and sergeant, the two guys, this row and that row. Target them all, except for the dead guys, obviously.
What?
Is Bandit 4 dead?
Yes.
Actually?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nobody there. Do I have scout target?
You do. Wow,
All
something
right.
is causing some latency. There it goes.
It's my
Must be.
connection's crappy.
Okay.
So
So it looks like you don't have Bandit 11 in the back targeted either. Also don't have Sergeant 1 or Sergeant 2. Guys directly in front of you.
Or Bandit 8.
That one, this one. Yeah, anything that doesn't have a crosshair on it, you don't have targeted. Okay. Everything's got crosshairs on it?
So we do the cast first, or?
Yes,
So
that does the save.
Generates a save.
Right, right. You do that first?
Guys,
And then
I have to
all-
go, AFK, but I'll be back.
Alright. Oh, Sergeant 1 saved. Ready for damages?
Which one? Hold on.
I'm seeing
Bandit-
Sergeant 1 save versus Wand.
Bandit 11
Yeah,
is the
he
only
failed.
one I shows
Yeah,
to save.
11 saved.
And
Where
two.
is Bandit 11? It didn't untarget him, which it should have. Or it did.
He's on the back row. He's right up
But-
against the wall.
It still should have
sure.
removed it.
Show him targeted.
Oh, he should have
It
dropped the
should have
target for you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I removed it. Yeah, I don't know what's I don't know what's clicking because some of those things. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyways, everybody failed except for him the first go around. So, do the damage portion now that you've. There you go. Oh, that was loud. All right,
What
now
was the
target
damage?
Bandit number 11. It was 17.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to, if you did it by the spell, all ones are treated as 2, so it's 18.
Target Bandit number 11 again, and then make him save again because it's going to bounce off the wall and bounce back.
Okay.
Wow, that is. Why do you have?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I've got them all targeted still. Let me untarget everybody else.
Maybe I don't have it set to. Yeah, I'm seeing some errors pop up. I need to clean up some of the targeting stuff. That maybe was causing some latency.
Pull off 2.
Stop. Yeah, stop hitting the buttons. Let me untarget everything for you. Just wait for all this stuff to clean up because I'm getting a ton of pop-ups right now. How about we take a 10-minute break and I'll clean up the targeting. It looks like it just clean. Now let's do this one. So now do the
Alright.
cast. Do the cast. I've already targeted him for you. And he failed, so you can go ahead and do damage. He's gonna die. I'm 99% certain. Why do you keep moving?
I don't know.
Not you, Avarice.
I wasn't trying to move.
All I kept seeing is waypoints popping up all over the place. It may have just been my end. All right,
Oh no, I
so
was trying to do distance.
okay, yeah. Use if you want to do distance, press both mice down at the same time and then drag it in the direction you want to point at. Now that movement is not, yeah. Now that's movement. Don't do it off yourself. Do it like below yourself. Double click both buttons and then drag it in the direction you're trying to measure. Now that was confusing me. I couldn't tell if it was me screwing up something. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take our 2-minute break. Come back at 10. We are now back to Brother Barney. Is your go?
Okay, I want to step up
2.
5 feet to right behind Parafel.
Alright. You can move yourself, or at least mark yourself where you want to go. I don't have to move you. There you go. Just gonna go to there and stop?
Yep.
I'm going to do a little bit more room reveal. Here.
So there's 3 guys left. That
That you can see, yep. I'm going to remove dead bodies just to make it easier to move. There's a lot of them. I think that's all of them. Check. Good. And Parafel, have you passed your initiative to the next person?
Does not. Well, we just reloaded the server, so.
It should have been on here.
I passed it, and I think I was last in.
Oh yeah, you were, and so you should have heard the ding, and you probably didn't because of the noise going on.
So it's initiative now, right?
Yep, you guys need a real initiative. Yep. We'll go back to some skirmish. Man, whoever just did that roll, Garten, you just slammed those dice around. You're abusive.
All I do is drag it over there and let it go.
You mean, man. You mean.
Me, I mean.
You
I
mean.
mean, I mean. You know what I mean?
Swing at Grimlock. And he hits with his longsword. 4 damage. Barney.
Scout doesn't realize his backup is gone.
Maybe. Barney.
Okay. I was gonna attack, but there's nothing to attack, so I guess I'm done.
Okay. Hand it off to the next. Parafel.
Yeah, Parafel is just going to attack Scout. He's had enough of this ass. Oh, and he misses.
Swing. And a miss. Alright. Avarice, what you doing? You know, we forgot to do something. Go ahead. God, I can't believe we forgot to roll. You're casting magic missile? Just, yeah, there you go. So let me, that makes you at 3rd level which means you only get 1 missile. That's the only effect. I'm not even gonna.
Right.
So just throw 1 missile at him. Yeah, we
Should
forgot
get
to do that on the
right?
other magic missile.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it says -1. Tiny on my screen.
Do the cast and then do the damage. What? It says you don't have that memorized, man. What's up with that? You trying to trick me here? You trying to cast spells you don't have?
So
No, that was the second.
I've got a question. Are you level 4?
Yeah.
He's level 3.
No, well, for the effects of this spell, I'm level 3.
Right.
So at 3, he still gets 2 missiles because that's when you get the extra missile.
For
Oh,
every
okay.
2 extra levels of experience the wizard
That-
gains, he has 2 at thirds. Oh, you're right. Yep. Why did they
Okay.
do that? Why can't they just say? Oh, yeah.
They could have just gave you a chart. At first, you get
Yes.
1. At third, you
Yeah.
get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to cast it twice. You do
Well,
the
no,
damage.
I need to cast it.
Well, apparently you've already done that because it's been cast twice. Drag and
Oh.
drop the
All
magic missile. Yeah, if you look at your thing, you got 2 tick marks. That means you've cast it twice already.
Well, but yeah, it was this time that it.
You had 1 tick from previous and then 1 tick from this one.
Right.
That's what it should have been. Right, but you just cast it another time after the fact. Alright, never mind. Don't worry about it. Alright, do your other one. There you go. Awesome. Max both times.
All right.
Grimlock. Well, as soon as he gets handed off. We are in an even round. He gets 2 attacks.
Did that apply? Did I?
I'm still waiting for him to move.
Sucks.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I already cast magic missile, but it doesn't miss.
Right. You
So, I mean,
cast it just to use the charge, and then you drag and drop the damage for each each bolt.
I was thinking I had to roll to hit, but I'm stupid.
No, you do not. All right, Grimlock. Your go.
Damn. Was AC
Ah.
-3?
Is it? I don't know.
Garton's gonna pop on his ring.
All right. Second, please. Alrighty, next, use your ring.
Yep, and he's gonna move to here and watch down this hall. And nothing's coming up behind us.
Okay. 1 second. Give me a second, guys. I need to look at something. Sorry, I really shouldn't be looking at this while we're playing, but I want to know what's going on. It's a little hinky little business going on.
Hinky business?
Hinky business. You don't know what hinky business is?
Yeah.
I thought you would.
Are you watching Pornhub?
I wonder. Hmm.
Everybody's awful quiet tonight.
Sorry. Yes, you are. Alright, I am done looking at my thing. What were we on? We're on bandit number 5, who is going to move to here and let loose a crossbow bolt. Right? Is this this guy doesn't have a crossbow bolt, but he does have a short bow. Shoot at Grimlock.
I think they need to make morale checks. They just saw their friends fry.
They did, but he still shot him once. The let's see. The
Rolled a
other
1 on the other one. He shot his
Yeah, he
buddy in the
did.
back.
So he shot
Yeah.
Scout.
No, he rolled a 1 on that one too. Although I rolled that in the tower, so he didn't see it. But take my word for it, it was a 1. The other guy behind him also is moving to here, targeting Parafel, shooting with the light crossbow. Why does he have? He shot twice, missed twice. I don't know why. Maybe it must have had some. Man, I am just not with it tonight. I don't know what is going on. All right, so at the same time that shit happens, there is. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. This guy charges right into here, and I will make him visible. Let me just make them all visible. Yeah, charges into here. Targets Parafel. This is. He's got a bastard sword. He's using
I think I'm
two-handed.
fixing to go reset my router and see if it helps.
Fist. This guy. He's charging in. To here. And I'm not entirely sure, but that's less than half his move, so he's going to chuck a javelin at the end. This. This guy's going to run in. This guy also has a javelin. Wow. They can hit Grimlock, but they cannot hit Parafel.
Apparently not.
Nobody has hit you. No matter how many times I go at you. We've got another guy moving into the room. Now you know why he didn't run. He is using a heavy crossbow. But he moved, so he can't use it. Let's close over here. He also has a heavy crossbow that he can't use. This guy's already went. Jareth! Man, you guys just like pull everything to one side of the room or one side of the dungeon.
See, we don't even need the taunt spell.
No, you don't. You make so much racket. All right, go for it. Sorry.
All right, I'm going to attack this guy one more time, and I'm going to watch to see if he moves naturally or if there's something supernatural about it. You know,
You
if my
missed.
spear didn't actually touch him, did he move like he's displaced? Did he move impossibly sideways? You know, I'm
You
basically
just-
looking if I'm going to disbelieve next round.
Yeah, okay. He just you didn't even come near him. You widely missed him. You didn't even get, you know, there's been a couple of times where Grimlock and Paraphil has hit his armor, but you didn't even touch him with your attack. But that said, your attack was not extremely accurate either on that particular time. And you can, yeah, there you go. All right, everybody roll initiative, please. I want to play some different music. Just waiting on Barney. Looks like he's good. Our first person to go is Mr. Scout. He is falling back behind the guys that move forward when he moves. So he's doing the same maneuver you guys do. That's his entire action.
Fighting retreat.
Yeah. These other guys are guard number 5 is going to move up, and number 3 will move up as he moves back. He moves back to here and then goes around the corner, and you're not entirely sure where he went. Guard number 5 is going to change target from Paraphil to Grimlock, and as he moved forward, he switched to Longsword. Oof, and he hits. For 4. Guard number 4 is going to keep checking. He's got 2 more javelins. He's chucking 1. He misses. Guard number 3. This is the one that had the heavy crossbow. He's targeting Paraphil. The heavy crossbow. We're going to hit. No. Damn, they can't hit the broadside of the bar. This guy also is shooting Paraphil with a heavy crossbow. And he missed him. Embarrassing. And then the one in the very front doesn't have a target. He's going to target Paraphil with the two-handed bastard sword. And miss. Grimlock. It is not an even round. There are 2 targets in front of you. Like, he is going to attack the one directly to your east.
Yeah, he's going to go for guard 5.
Okay. You had, well, it doesn't matter, because you had the scout targeted off in the back. I untargeted him for you because you can't see him. Doesn't matter, you hit both targets. So do the damage to the guard 5. And you're probably going to kill him outright.
He's the only one targeted right now, right?
Yes, I untargeted the other one. Still killed my guy with 1 hit. God dang it. These guys suck.
Wow.
Yes. Next. Alright, Evers. You're casting Stinking Cloud. I need you to give me a level base roll first. You know what you need. Level adjustment is 0. So you're all good. No surges. Alright. So that spell, if I'm not incorrect, is a 40 by 40 cube, yes?
20, I believe.
20 by 20. Alright, give me a second. So it would be this. Where do you want to put that?
Put it to where... Can I move it?
You can draw your own, but I figured it'd be easier for me to place it. If you right click on the map, I think you can. There's if you right click on the map, there's on the northwest. There's a pointers option, and then you can do squares, whatever.
It's fine where it is, unless y'all think I should put it back one more to get that last guy in the back. I don't know. I think it'd be better to get those two front ones.
Well, one of the front ones is dead.
Yeah, but the other ones will try to move up, unless they try to move out of it.
That's true.
Depends on what to do.
Alright, so we're happy with where that's at. So what I would like for you to do is Control-F click on each one of the targets, because they're going to need to save to see if they get affected by the cloud first. Alrighty. Now then, cast a spell. I heard 2 fails and 2 saves. Alright. So, see, now yours worked. It shows 3 of them targeted, the other 2 were untargeted. So, yeah. So, that means, the description, what happens when they save?
Let me find it.
Okay. I don't remember offhand, sorry. I can't remember if that automatically puts them out of it, or if they just can move out of it without being affected. I don't remember.
Any creature caught within the cloud must roll successful saving throw versus poison or be reeling and unable to attack because of nausea for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after leaving the cloud. Those who make a successful saving throws can leave the cloud without suffering any ill effects, although those remaining in the cloud must continue to save each round.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
So that means it says they can leave the cloud? Is that what it says?
If they make a successful saving throw, they can leave without suffering any ill effects. They can't. I guess they don't have to.
Yeah, so if they stay in there, they will be affected.
Correct.
So what I did is I moved the 2 that saved out, because they would have just moved out. Technically, you guys probably can't even see these guys in the back line anymore because of the cloud.
Which
the
means
guys
they can't shoot us either, right?
Right, yeah, you would assume so, unless they're just shooting blindly. The 3 guys in the front now, you have an effect on that spell. Let's see. Stinking Cloud has an effect.
So they're unable
yeah,
to
you need to
attack
use.
Stinking Cloud?
You need to use the last. There's 2 effects on Sinking Cloud. One of them is a timer. You need to put that one on yourself. One that says self. Click that and it should automatically drop it on you. And that's just to timer it, just so you know how long it lasts, because it's not placed on a target. And then click the other one and it will put the Stinking Cloud effect on the other 3 that are inside of it.
I'm back, by the way, guys. Sorry, I had a family member that needed to speak with me for like an hour.
That's all right. You're just killing bad guys, man. You're really just murdering my guys. All right, so Avarice, you are done, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Bandit number 5. He has moved out. Actually, how about we do this?
Are we still fighting the crossbow guys?
Well, there's now a Stinking Cloud between you and them that you.
But we're still in the same fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you here for the lightning bolt?
He was casting it, but I didn't get to hear the result.
It was wondrous.
He murdered them
It was
all.
epic.
He murdered the whole string of them. All right, so the stinking cloud comes up. You guys can hear people vomiting and choking inside, right at the corner or right at the edge. Like guard number 1, maybe guard number 4. You guys can see beyond that, beyond more than 10 feet into the stinking cloud, you can't see. So technically, guard number 2, you really just can't see. But those beyond that, like the ones that moved out, you can't see, and their actions, you don't know what they do. Paraphil.
He will attack guard number 1.
Give yourself +2 to hit.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I still miss. Damn.
Yeah, that was just a really bad roll.
Yeah, it was. It was very poor.
Next.
Okay, I'm gonna heal Grimlock.
I approve.
So should I hit my cast button?
Yes. So you cast it, yeah. Also, we can hear the spell effects for those of you guys that are listening to the feed. And then do your... That reminds me, James, remind me to set you up with the clean feed setup so you can hear the noise or the effects.
Oh yeah, I was wondering.
It's got background music and casting spell effects and stuff. All right, Garden, what are you doing?
So, has he seen anybody come up?
Anybody come up? You mean
Yeah,
behind?
He was making sure nothing came up from behind us.
Okay. You do not see anybody. No, you do not. You're peeking through the curtain, right?
Yeah. Nothing?
You don't see anything.
Alright, then he'll move back up there and stab at guard 1.
Okay. So normally I don't allow you to make multiple moves like that. Do something
Well, he
and
moved
come
last
back.
round.
Oh,
Last
okay.
round he was moving down there to go check.
Okay. All I saw was the movement was still there, so I wasn't aware of that. Gotcha. You're good. Go for it. +2 to hit. You're also invisible.
And he still misses. He's visible now.
Yep. And then Jareth.
All right. I'm going to target guard 1, I think, and try and get him.
All right. That was a miss, sir. Alright, roll initiative, gentlemen.
The guard 1 is leading a charmed life.
Yes, he is, isn't he? Alright, looks like everybody has rolled. We're on to Grimlock.
I'm going to target guard 1 and swing away. Swing away, Merle. Holy Jesus.
He hits. He scores. That's a nat 20.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is going to be big damage, too.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Oh, my God. 16 damage. Yeah, wow. Your crit rolled 2 ones.
No.
Yes. And it didn't kill the guy. That's embarrassing.
But wait, it's an even round. He gets to swing
Yes. Yes, he does. Definitely gonna kill him unless he misses.
Oh, he missed.
Did you add the +2 because he's in? If you didn't, then that would hit because he hit AC4 with
Yeah.
+2. That would have been AC2.
I
So
didn't have +2.
okay, so that hits.
So roll
Is that
damage.
because of the stinking cloud?
Yes, he is vomiting and puking, so you have an easier chance to hit him. There he goes, and you took him out. Alrighty, Avarice. What are you gonna do, sir?
I don't know. What can I do? I can shoot some more of our people, and
Yeah, you could.
yeah, I'd prefer not to do that.
Paraphil would appreciate it if you did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, your stinking cloud will last 3 more rounds.
Cool. I'm gonna
Moving to
move
there?
and then just hang out, I guess.
Next. And next. Garden.
Hold on one sec. I gotta read something. So Garten will step up into the stinking cloud.
Hmm? That's a wall.
move to- That's a wall?
Yeah.
Can't tell with the box on there.
Yeah, sorry. But that's 10 by 10 section where those 3 guys are, that's the hallway, and there's a door behind it.
What is that, a total of 20 feet?
Yes.
And he will attack guard 4.
Go for it. +2. Actually, hold on. Hold it.
Okay, I'm holding.
Hold. And he is not aware of your presence, so +4 to hit and backstab if you get it off.
All right.
He is surprised.
Sorry, wrong button.
Yep. That's why that's there.
I only grabbed that once. Did you roll twice? There it went.
Go.
Good lord. So the first one hit and the second, I don't know why it rolled 2. Grab the red button.
You did hit. Give me damage. You've been drinking lots of that, haven't you, man?
I grabbed the red button.
4 damage. And how much damage do you do?
Triple.
So that one's gonna kill it, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So it didn't even get to do triple. It only did double, and you killed him.
Yep.
All right. Next. He can't do anything right now, I don't think. He is paralyzed, pretty much. Barney.
Okay. So can we move into this cloud and not be affected, or what?
You can try.
Well, I know Garten went in there apparently, or I guess I didn't actually see him go in there, but
Well, you certainly
Yeah,
did see him.
he was visible. He was visible at the time he went in.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna go in that nauseous cloud of retching putridness.
Probably a good idea.
Any creature caught within the cloud must make a successful saving throw versus poison.
Yep. Normally, that's what you have to do.
Normally.
All right, Jareth, what are you doing?
All right. I'm not doing any good with this spear. I'm going to shrink it down to normal, and I'm going to watch our backs because I'm going to say to the rest of the folks here, hey, that scout disappeared. He's going to bring this whole place down on us. We need to finish this stuff up and get out. And I want to move there. So that I
Sounds
can
good.
look down the hallway.
Alrighty. Why don't you give me a hide and shadows check as well? In the tower. Awesome. Thank you. And next. You don't see anything right now, at least.
Okay.
Careful.
So Parafel sees Jareth move away. He will move with him. He'll move to there.
Alrighty. You move to that position and you do not see him.
Okay.
See you. Alright, next round, roll initiative. Garten, you do hear vomiting from the guy that's just on the other side of the door, but you also hear the same sort of retching on the other side of the door from someone that you can't see.
Maybe a scout.
We're gonna find out.
Shh, almost
Mike, can you
done.
untarget guard 4 for me, please? Off Garten.
When it gets to your turn, I will, yeah.
Okay.
I don't,
thanks.
right now I can't tell. Avarice. You have 2 more rounds of Stinking Cloud.
Yeah. I guess I'm good.
Gonna hang out there.
Seems like a good spot. Maybe I'll move there.
Done. Go ahead and advance it. Careful.
Right, Parafel not seeing Jareth. We'll move to there. See if he's there.
Jareth, what do? You see your party member kind of walking around you. He didn't notice you hiding in the shadows there against the wall.
Watch out.
Don't you have like elfin cloak and boots too, or is that one of somebody
Elven
else?
Cloak and boots, yeah.
Yeah. So on top of everything, I don't even need you to. Yeah. Whenever I ask you to make a move silently and hide in shadows, remind me that you have both of those because I probably will forget. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your chance of being spotted is, especially there since it's not well lit, is almost nothing.
I just in a soft voice say, back here.
So you, Parafel, you hear him. You can't see him though, but you heard his voice behind you. You kind of have a general idea where he's at.
Okay. I say, well done.
Sorry, what was that?
I tell Jareth, well done.
It's elfin magic.
And if you're just gonna hold your initiative there, you can go ahead and hand it off to the next person, because right now you guys do not see anything. Alrighty, Grimlock.
Well, I'm not gonna go into the cloud, so I guess he's just gonna hold right here.
You sure, Grimlock man? He's like the poison man.
I don't know. That's true.
I say that with I wish you could see the /s. Not baby. Because he always fails poison. At least he did when we did.
always.
My best resist.
Yeah. I'm thinking of back when we were doing the Pool of Radiance and he failed like twice or 3 times in a row. It was embarrassing. Wasn't this character, but similar type. All right.
But poison is my best resist, by the way. I have my best saving throw versus that.
So Garten will target guard 2 because he apparently could he see him from there?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
You
attack.
+2 to hit. Actually, let's do the same thing we did on the other one. I'm gonna make him make a surprise check. Oh, look at that. He's surprised. Backstab it way.
So +4.
Yeah. And you rolled a 4.
Bunks.
Yeah.
He'll swing with his dagger as well and miss with that.
That was embarrassing.
That
All right.
was.
Barney, what's Barney doing?
Just step up there and wait beside Grimlock.
Alrighty.
Do you have to move me?
I will.
Okay.
Yes. Wait, roll initiative, please. Barney.
Oh, sorry. It's another round, huh?
Yep. Did you not hear the bing bong?
I did not. I was distracted here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's no big deal, man. As an attack, that's not initiative.
Who's been drinking?
Yeah, Rob, what you been drinking?
Just straight lemonade. I didn't even put any limoncello in it.
I was about to say, lemonade is limoncello. Looks like Avarice has a 1. Is he just going to stand around and look pretty? Or is he going to do something?
Well, I could fire some arrows. Might be fun.
But keep in
Or
mind,
not.
you can't see more than 10 feet into the cloud. So you can't technically see guard number 2.
Okay, well, technically, I won't do that.
You can see Garten, sort of.
Yeah,
You'd be at -2 to hit if you wanted to shoot him.
that's not. I mean, I'm wild and crazy, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll pass.
You can hand it off. All right, Garten.
Garten will attack him again.
+2 to hit. Yep.
Hey, hit with that.
Yep. Ooh, max damage. Oh, and he kills him! Wow,
he
that's pretty
dies.
impressive, yeah. You know, I should probably make it to automatically untarget when you kill something. That might be
Yeah.
a good idea.
I went ahead and did it, but
Add that to my notes. Yeah, that may be a good idea. All right, Jareth. You guys don't see anything coming up from behind you at this moment. Seems kind of quiet, other than you can still hear the sounds of throats being slit above you or north of you.
I'm going to stay where I am and keep my eyes open and my ears open.
Grimlock.
He's going to hold, I guess, because still ain't going to go in there and puke our guy.
Perfect. Same thing I told Jareth. You guys don't see anything yet.
okay, he doesn't see anything. He'll move back. I'm not done moving.
I'm waiting. I'm not going to touch it till you say you're done.
I just flipped around. It's probably my connection being crazy. There, I'm done. I'll move behind Brother Barney.
All right, Barney, what you doing?
Even though that is between,
Waiting right here.
it is right in front of Avarice. It's already shot me once.
All right, everybody, roll initiative, please.
It really hardly ever happens.
Jareth, I don't know why it's saying you've already rolled. That is weird. Why is it
It
doing
keeps
that?
showing him rolling initiative. Strange.
And he finally got a roll. There you go. Did you have to hold Alt to get it to go?
Was that the end of the round?
Yes, it was. Just waiting on Garten to Parafel.
Yeah, hold on a second.
James, if you spoke, I could not hear you.
No.
Other James.
No.
Also, no.
You bastards. Alright. First person is Parafel. What are you doing?
Parafel is holding his initiative. Actually,
Alright.
he'll go ahead and slide up behind. He'll move to
Okay.
there.
All right. Grimlock. What's he doing?
Well, waiting to see if he sees any bad guys coming through this cloud.
Not yet.
Okay, so if he sees somebody, he'll attack them, but otherwise he's going to wait.
Okay. Sheriff still looks quiet on your front right now.
Okay, I'm going to be patient and stay.
Sounds good. Everest. On your round, the stinking cloud goes away. Are you moving forward? Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
I just saw the movement there.
There's nothing to shoot.
Nope.
Man, Everest's token elf looks like Data.
Dude, I hate to get distracted with this, but I watched, and I shouldn't have. I watched a
You're
interview.
breaking up too much. I can't tell what you're saying.
Can anybody else hear me fine?
You're fine here.
All right. So I watched this video. It's an interview with Patrick Stewart and the cast of the new Star Trek movie, Discovery, I think it is. And man, when they started talking about this shit, it really makes me want to go out and get CBS. But out of principle, I'm refusing to do that because I don't want to go have to get a stupid channel for every. I don't want to get a monthly payment for every freaking CBS, NBC, Fox, whatever. It just I hate
you
it.
want to watch Discovery?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
I
wait,
have all
I
of it.
keep in mind,
It's on.
guys.
Yeah, I know. Just saying.
Yeah,
There's
I
choices.
just it really bothers me that I cannot get that on broadcast TV or Netflix or Hulu. It just I don't mind getting off a cable and paying some other company that streams and then they all get together and do it there, but it just I hate I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, sorry to get distracted. Where was I? Barney, what you doing?
I'm going to move up next to Garton.
Right there.
There you go. Yep, right there.
And
And wait with him in this
Yeah.
to see if anybody comes in this room or whatever.
so you hand off initiative. And you can see just around the corner somebody laying on the floor, puking his guts up and not able to move. Garden.
Go get him.
Okay, Garton can see him.
You certainly can hear him, and Barney can certainly point him out if he wants to.
See, that bastard's right there, man. He's right around the corner.
I step up, and if I see him there, I'm gonna stab at him.
He is laying on the ground. He is not even aware that you're there. In fact, I will, if you want, you can, stab him in the back of the neck. I mean, we're out of combat. If you want to just outright kill him, you certainly can do that. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, he was a smart ass. He dies.
All right. So you just move up behind him and just
back and
slowly.
bleed him out like a deer.
He after a few seconds, of him bleeding out, he stops, vomiting and everything. He just kind of looks at you, just like, why?
Okay. Why? You had the choice to surrender earlier.
And he dies because he slit his throat. So,
Weren't there
Right.
more? Some of them moved out of the cloud, didn't they?
Yeah, that was
There was
two
a
of them
couple
that
more.
dodged. Yeah.
And since
they find that
we're
south
technically out of combat at this
path?
point, Mike,
yep.
I'm going to reboot my router. Be right back.
Okay. can't go wrong. Alright, so the rest of you, while he's doing that, let me go ahead and let's see what we're gonna do. That way we're out of combat. There's bodies strewn everywhere. Vomit and bile and guts all over the place. You do notice that this spot in the wall over there, at least Garton would tell you, and Barney could probably see it. There is like the wall looks like it's cracked open, and a door, it's like it would have been a secret door had it not been open. It's cracked open, and that's where it looks like. Let me go ahead and do this so we don't forget about it. You see passage behind it. You also see a door here, and it's closed right where Scout was dead. His name was Feldrin. Badass among badasses. He's wearing blood red cloak and similarly colored leather armor. Believe it or not, he has a broadsword.
Yeah, he's also was hard as hell to hit, so I'm wondering if he's got like bracers or a ring or something crazy on.
Was pretty deft. What do you want to do, Barney? You want to go rummage through his belongings? Nobody else is saying anything.
Yeah, I'll step up there and start rummaging through his stuff. Everybody else kind of start pilfering the guys that somebody keeping an eye on that passageway in case they come back. Keep an eye on it.
Alrighty. So the two things I mentioned.
I know Grimlock normally goes and watches doors, so you'll go over there and keep an eye on that secret passage.
Leave
Put
the
him where
loot
you
to
want.
others.
So about there.
Okay. So the two things I mentioned earlier, the blood red cloak and armor, look very well maintained and look really well made. They would be very expensive. He also has this black belt pouch that seems to be made of a felt material. It's normally, like everybody has leather bags, his belt pouch is not. And he has it's not on him, it's laying on the floor next to him. There is a broadsword, and without making any effort whatsoever, you can see it's got runes up and down the blade.
Okay, well, you definitely snatch that up. I guess pull the scabbard. Has he got a scabbard on his side for that? Or on his back or something? Yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
Get that and put it in the scabbard. And get that belt pouch for sure.
Is this Scout we're talking about?
Yeah, he's got a broadsword that's obviously probably magical, a felt belt pouch as opposed to leather. So, and then this really nice red leather armor.
Is he human?
I think
Mike?
so.
Yes.
He was human. Okay.
Yes.
What was Brunk?
It's a half orc.
Brunk was a half orc. I guess with a name like Brunk, he would be.
No, you would think. All right, so
search the rest of the room.
putting the cloak, the armor, the sword. You want the bag and the? Wait, you want to take the belt pouch also? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm talking to Barney.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah, I want to get
I'm
the
telling
belt
him to take
pouch and the sword for sure. I don't know if we want to strip him of this armor or not. I mean, I don't know who can use leather armor. Man-sized.
Yep, it's man-sized for sure. 1 second, let me make some notes.
Is he wearing any jewelry, any rings or necklaces or anything, bracers, anything?
No, he is not.
Okay.
Ah, so Barney's had a chance to rummage through stuff. What is Avarice doing?
Avarice wants to search the room.
This one or the first one or?
Oh, the one we're in right now.
Okay. The room you're in. Let's see. There's torches in the 4 points of the wall. You can see 2 of them there. Some benches, some chairs, chest table, writing table, a wardrobe, 4 stools. At the foot of each bed is a large chest. A small fire burns in the fireplace in the south wall, over which part of a sheep is cooking on a spit. There is a fountain of flowing water in the east wall. Then there's rush mats all over the floor, 2 small kegs, and there's like pitchers and drinking mugs all over strewn about the room.
All right, let's have a look at the chest.
All right, they don't look like they have locks on them.
Somebody else can open them.
Let me check that for traps.
All right, there are 4 of them, I think.
4 traps?
No, 4 chests.
4 chests. Got it. Want me to roll in the tower or
Yes, yeah, for each one.
4 times?
Yeah, if you're checking all 4 of them. What was that? That sounded like a monkey. Is that a dog or a bird? You find no traps.
Lab monkeys.
Okay.
It sounded like lab monkeys. Who's got lab monkeys in their house, man?
Apparently, Avarice does.
Okay.
Not me.
And I heard something sound like monkeys. All right, so you found no traps on them. There doesn't appear to be locked. What are you gonna do?
Anybody
Jareth.
got any? Does anybody have any problems with me opening this?
Nope.
None at all.
Not me.
All right, here we go. Hope I don't lose any fingers.
Yeah, you could certainly, you've got, some
I've got
ways to.
mechanical fingers.
Yeah, you also have a big long stick too.
Yeah. Let's use the stick.
Okay.
I'm a little
Step
shy.
back, stretch out, and make the staff get long, and then flip open the lid. Is that your plan?
Yeah, that's it.
You do that, nothing happens. You can see, even from the distance, that the interior of it looks to be filled with clothing, maybe smelly old clothes, underwear. I say underwear, underclothes. They didn't really have underwear, I guess. Things that you would sleep in. A pair of old muddy boots. And some 2 I forget what they call crossbow bolt case, I guess. 2 bolt cases with some bolts in them.
Do we have have any indication whether this room belonged to this guy in the red armor? What kind of boots is he wearing?
What kind of boots is he wearing?
Yeah.
Nice pair of red boots that matches red leather armor.
But nothing like these.
No.
Is he roughly the same size as these muddy boots?
Well, they're human size. He's human.
Yes, but humans come in a variety of sizes.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
His red leather armor, does it look like cow leather?
Yes.
Okay.
Well made, but leather. As far as the size, it's comparable. I mean, looking at his feet, looking at the boots he's wearing, and looking at the boots that are in the chest, they kind of look similar. You know, without pulling his boots off and pulling out a measuring stick and, you know, comparing, you're not entirely sure, but they look the same. So you got 3 more chests, man. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, let's try and lift the next chest.
So I'll speed up a little bit. You do the other 3, and they're all kind of filled with similar things. You know, maybe another pair of boots, maybe some gloves, but in general, it looks like it's the spare equipment for somebody. Each one,
Lockers.
yeah, foot lockers filled with, you know, like whatever they sleep in, you know, sleeping gown and, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe an extra blanket or pillow or, you know, something like that. A few. One of them has like an extra suit of leather armor that looks kind of worn and not very well cared for. One of them has a crossbow, a light crossbow, but the string's missing on the bow.
I would dump them all out, just make sure that it's just crap in there.
Toss the room.
Well,
All right, so
that good. I have a hard time believing that he's just, you know, happened to be wearing all of his good. I'm just.
This is not his room.
If it's not his room, that's something else.
Garden, what do you want to do, man?
Garten, we've already checked everything off of Scout, correct?
He took the sword and his belt pouch. He still has his leather armor and his cloak, matching blood red cloak.
Pull all that off of him. I can't carry it, but I will pull it off of him. He has nothing else on him, no jewelry, anything like that.
Nope. He looks like he's kind of like you. He's very down to
Yeah.
minimal sort of equipment. Nothing to rattle or clank or bang. So, no jewelry. No shiny things.
What's that up there by Grimlock?
There's a secret door off in that direction.
Yeah, it's still cracked open. It's where they apparently fled through. And we got this door to the west here
Right.
too that the
So
scout's body's blocking right
I
now.
will listen at this door here. I'll move on up. And move to there.
Sure.
Listen at this door.
All right, give me a check. You hear nothing?
Check to see if it's any. I don't think there's any traps. I'm just going to check to see if it's locked.
Doesn't appear to be. Looks like it's just a, swinging door.
We'll hold off for that. I will not open it yet. Just let everybody know I don't hear anything and the door is not locked. So I'm And Paraphil would like to. Have they already checked out the room where he's standing?
You have not.
Okay, I'll start looking around the stuff in this room. Starting with the cots right there to the north and moving counterclockwise around the room.
Yeah, that room had a bunch of had some pitchers, or not pitchers, but mugs and stuff like they would drink in there. But there isn't. It looks like it was kind of a watch point with maybe that sleeping room to the north. But there's nothing of. There's no like. What am I trying to think of? These stupid things. What are these stupid things? No wardrobes, no beds, other than the two up here.
Lockers.
No foot lockers, anything like that. See. The furniture, the chairs look really elaborate, much more than you would expect in a guard room. And the paintings, you're not actually sure what they all were. They're kind of really old and looks like they kind of been defaced and scribbled on and, scratched up and that sort of thing. So you're not sure what was on them. So
sure
other than the flagon and the, some mugs, that's really all that's in the room.
All right. He'll move on in
Well,
with everybody else.
That and the dead bodies strewn about the room.
Yeah, let me go ahead and search the bodies. Let me search the bodies.
So, all of these guys are wearing black capes. 2 of them have black chainmail. 2 of them have black leather armor. 1 of them has black plate armor. It was one of the half orcs. Smells really rotten. Smells like, really terrible. It smells like an orc. 3 of them had shields. 2 of them had crossbows, light. They had a little bit of coinage on them, not a lot. Total of 5 platinum, 38 gold. Electrum, 3 silver, and 3 copper, so not much.
Sorry, there's platinum in there, so that's pretty good.
Bloody platinum right now.
That's all right.
You guys murdered
Still
them.
spins.
It'll wash.
Alright. So does anybody want some black chain or leather or plate armor?
It's all half orc, smelly
sized,
half
yeah.
orc shit.
Yep.
Forget that.
So, can I switch my my man-sized chainmail with man-sized plate mail?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I let you do the chain shirt is because it's not a rigid. The plate mail is definitely rigid.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if I took the plate mail to town, would it be easier for me to get an existing set of plate mail resized to small, or would it just be easier for me to get a new set of small plate armor?
I think you're too. I don't know what your exercise is, but are you a blacksmith? Armor or anything?
I don't think so. I can't see my sheet. I think I took it instead of that.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm looking. He's got ancient history, engineering, fire building, vine fighting, and then
Oh, gotcha. No, you wouldn't know. You don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, plate mail's going to be heavy. Paraphel, do you have encumbrance?
50 pounds.
Plate mail?
I mean, yeah, I could. 50 pounds?
Yep.
What you should do is
Let me
take
look.
that red leather and sell it. It's probably worth a pretty penny.
50
trade it.
pounds would encumber Paraphel.
And what would it do to my guy? Just curious.
Rob, you're gonna have to tell us. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, weight allowance is 135. He's currently carrying 95 and a half, so it would encumber Yeah, it would be like 10 pounds over.
Do we split it between two people?
Just
I
put it on
know-
my guy. It's fine. Just put it on my guy. It's all right. I mean, my movement's already impaired. It'll just be impaired a little bit more. No big deal.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
It might save
Hold
us
on.
some time. Okay.
Can we fit that in a bag of holding?
The plate mail armor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Parafel does have a bag of holding. We'll just stick it in there.
Oh shit, dude!
I
you're
just
loaded.
saw it. I haven't seen this character in a long time.
So you're gonna put the belt pouch, the black plate, the broadsword, the cloak of protection, and the leather armor.
Yeah. We can put it all in there if we guys want to.
Well,
Heck
we have a cloak
yeah.
of protection that's not being used.
That was me speaking out of turn,
Yeah.
but that was the red cloak.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put
Cloak.
all of his stuff in your bag of holding.
Except for, don't put the pouch in there. I'm afraid of that.
Right.
What if it's in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
God damn it,
Exactly.
Robbie! You bastard!
We had some implosion here.
So close, man. I shouldn't have asked twice, but I did.
I'm going to put the plate mail in there.
That gave away the goose, but yes, you would have figured it out quickly enough.
Broadsword, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my high wisdom, man.
Yeah.
So
No,
We don't
I'm
take-
okay with that. I was just looking forward to blowing some stuff up. That would have
We
been
don't
funny.
technically know that the cloak is a cloak of protection right now.
No, you don't.
All right.
I gave.
Yeah. And the leather armor. Just as we were about to put the unidentified item in there, Brother Biardi says, "Wait."
And when he
Something's
does,
not right.
Parafel says, "I recognize that. That's one of these." And he tells
On a
you
belt.
that, yeah, it's basically just a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what he's got in it.
He might have all kinds of things in there.
Yeah,
It's like it's like a goodie bag for later.
you would think that they would talk about things that are in there, but believe it or not a thing in there. It's ridiculous.
He's
Yeah.
just
You're
carrying
kidding
it
me.
around
No,
Carrying
I'm not
around.
kidding.
empty.
Oh my
Just in
gosh.
case.
It was to steal. It was he kept it empty so he could carry all the shit he stole, and then stash it somewhere else, I guess. All right. So you heard nothing at the door. Garden.
Right. I let everybody know. I'm still typing. I'm getting into my bag of holding here. I think they got everything.
Hey guys, I got an early start to. Got to get on the road and stuff, so I'm gonna head out because I need to go to bed soon.
Okay. More than likely,
Alright, man.
what we're going to be doing is just they'll explore and finish up what's here, and we'll probably call it there. It's 11:30 here also. So
Okay, but just as a reminder, I know James West, myself, will not be available next Saturday. FYI.
gotcha. Okay. We may end up with Rob, you, and him, all three being missing. We may call next week. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I'm working next week, so
Yeah, that'll be three people
and
out.
then I go back to days after that, so I'll be available on Saturdays.
But thanks for letting me participate in this capacity. It was nice to be included at least a little bit.
Yeah. You sound actually pretty clear right now. You didn't
Right.
earlier, but now you're very clear.
All right, you guys take it easy.
You two have a good vacation, man.
Later.
See you, Charles.
See you, Charles.
All right. So we didn't hear anything at this door.
Mm-mm.
Go in.
Hold on.
Go now.
Parafel says, "Wait a minute." And again, I'm just looking over the inventory here. And Scout was a human, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Parafel goes ahead and he's got this hat of disguise. He'll make himself look like Scout,
Okay.
and then he'll go through the door.
It is a very small 10 by 10 room. The room itself, it has a lamp hanging on the wall that's really dim. There's a bed, a nightstand, a chair, a wardrobe, and a chest. There's a small rug on the floor next to the bed, a cup, ewer, and a box are on the nightstand / stand, whatever they want to call it. In the southwest corner is a black candelabrum with 4 unlit candles on it.
What's
Just
in the
regular-
box?
Regular candles? Are they like runed carved candles or what?
Black candles of death.
That's what I'm wondering if they're
Black
like ritual.
candles. You don't see any like gold lettering on them. No, they look just like black candles. Satanic candles, maybe. Orcus candles, I guess, in this
Yeah,
case.
Candles
Let's-
of Orcus summoning.
Let's light those up.
Yeah. I'll pass.
What could happen?
So, Jareth, you want Parafel or Garton to check this room out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So Garton will go ahead and move in.
Okay. What are you going to look at first? You have a lamp, a bed, a stand with things on it, a chair, a wardrobe, and a chest.
We'll start with the chest and we'll check it for traps.
All right, go for it. Don't find any.
All right, we'll see if it's locked.
It is. You can see the giant lock on the front.
Okay, well, we will attempt to open that lock.
All right, give me a pick locks.
Did I do pick locks? Nope, probably not.
You did.
Okay.
Wow, you rolled the exact same thing as the find and remove traps. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. It clicks and makes noise. Sounds like maybe it come unlocked. You're not entirely sure.
Well, we'll see if it came open.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Does the lock... Is it like a padlock or what?
No, it's just like a lock on the front. Like one of those latch locks, you know, you don't see the latch. It's just locks into the top.
He'll
You
open
hear
it
some
up.
noise.
He's
Alright.
pretty sure there's nothing here, and he opened the lock, so he's gonna open it up.
Alrighty, so the chest opens. When it does, a needle stabs you in the finger. This is first thing. And then this gas explodes out of the top of the chest and fills the entire room. So the first thing I need you to do is make a save versus poison. And you can do that out in the open.
It's fine. There's no traps on this.
Yeah, I made it!
Yeah, you made that one.
Right on it. Gas doesn't affect
Yeah,
him.
right. Well, unless it's poison. Let me
It's
see.
gas. That the necklace of adaptation.
Deadly gas. I think you could breathe in that, yeah? Let's see.
Necklace of adaptation wearer can ignore all sorts of gases that affect creatures through respiration.
So it doesn't let you breathe in airless situations? It just
Yeah.
lets you...
You can breathe underwater or even exist in airless space for up to 7 days.
Well, what I'm saying is it doesn't let you breathe. You just don't need to breathe.
Pretty much.
Just... 1 second. Let me read this. Make sure I'm doing it right. Wow. Both of
Glad that-
those are save or die. And nobody else was in the room, fortunately for you. Alright. So, when the smoke clears, you see within the chest.
Garten says, apparently it was trapped.
You see some objects within the chest. See, how do they describe them? You see a sack that has the clink of coin, a silver looking bracelet, a small lumpy bag that doesn't have the sound of coins, and then 2 vials. One is pink, one looks like water, and a scroll case.
Well, we'll bring them all out.
And I'm just going to put all that junk in, along with the things you find, in the party sheet. The coins you count out from the bag, it's 112 platinum and 74 gold. The other things you're going to need to look at and figure out on your own. 2 potions, the scroll case, silver bracelet, and the lumpy bag, which looks to hold some kind of clear looking gems, 6 of them.
Hey, zircons?
Maybe.
Well, it says 6 zircons, so.
Yeah.
It does, but you don't know what those are.
Okay.
Unless
Those
you're
are
a
bright.
gem cutter or something. You just know they're
Yeah.
pretty shiny gems, clear gems.
Shiny.
Garten, this is what's in there. We don't know if anything's magic or not. Pretty sure the potions are. Don't know if the bracelet is. He'll check to see if there's any false bottoms or sides in that chest.
I'll have a look at that scroll.
You mean the scroll case? Yes, you certainly can. You gonna open it up?
Sure.
There's a scroll inside, man.
I will have a gander.
It has a spell upon it. Looks arcane in nature, not like a cleric spell. You will need to give me a spellcraft check real quick. Oof, just made it. It's got a spell called Misdirection on it. If you spend, a day or next time you have a chance to sit down and look at it, you can decipher enough of it to actually use it off the scroll. Right now, all you know is that you have a general idea of what it is. It's misdirection, but beyond that, you're not sure, or you're not certain how to use it from the scroll. Is I guess what I'm saying. You'd have to cast read magic. The way I do it is that as long as you have like a rest period to sit down and spend, an hour or 2 deciphering it, you can use it, or transpose it to your spell book if you like. After spinning, using the ink or whatever it is that you have on hand.
All right. What about that silver bracelet?
What you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Looks like a really nice silver bracelet with jade gems in it.
I don't really have a skill for identifying that besides like an identify spell.
Yeah, you also have
Maybe I'll-
detect magic that you could use to just cast. Although you don't have it memorized, you could certainly use that to see if any of this was actually magic too.
Yeah. Paraphil says, look, when we get done, we can put it all down and see what's magic. He does have
Yep.
one detect magic memorized.
Okay. It is getting late in the evening. Grimlock would know because he knows he can keep track of time typically underground better than most. After all the searching and snooping around and digging through the bodies and all the other stuff, you guys have spent a good amount of time. So you're the end of the day is you're all kind of getting a little tired and sleepy, maybe even a little hungry. So what we can do is we can pause it here. If you want, you can put all these items in something. The black, who took the bag of holding?
I snatched it off of the
Okay.
screen.
All right. So yeah. So one thing I want to mention about that is, don't have it as a carried item. Just tick it off. Anything in it, I mean, you need to tick off as carried because the weight, you don't have the weight of what's in it. The bag itself weighs a certain amount, which you will need to have that carried, but the items within it are not. So when you put something there, just make sure you don't click it as carried. That way the weight that's in it is not calculated towards your encumbrance and that sort of stuff. So if you want to like dump all your food and extra armor or whatever else in there, and it'll hold up to 1,000 pounds, I don't have a way to keep track of that. So I'm gonna have to trust you to keep track of, have a general idea. I'm not gonna get down out the calculator and say, oh, he's, you're at 1,001 pound. I don't care about that. Just kind of keep track of it on your own. And if you think it's over 1,000 pounds, then it can't hold anymore. And that goes for any of you guys that have bags of holding.
Yeah, I was wondering why his weight carried was so low on Paraphil, and then I saw that.
Yeah. Awesome. One of these days, I'm going to have it set up to where it'll manage the max weight that it can carry. But right now, it's not really something that's important. But so if you guys want, you can put that stuff that's in the party sheet. Take it off onto your character sheets, or you can just leave it there, and because I can tell what it is there, we can look at it when we get back. If you guys plan to rest between now and like if you want to find a place to rest, I don't know if you guys want to rest here, but if you guys do and you want to spend time looking at all this stuff and trying to identify it, we can go through that next time we meet. I will.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll just do it all next
We
time.
still got those two guys that ran off.
Yeah, we got the wardrobe to check in here. The rest of this room.
Yep.
So
Let me see everything that you guys picked up. I have added a feature that lets me. Why did it not do that for 50?
Do all those coins just go into the party loot?
I will split them out right, like that. So everybody gets their portion. I need to.
Oh, that was cool. It's like the split thing on EverQuest.
Yep. Yeah, it lets me. I can do the same thing. Like if you guys just want to sell everything in the inventory and then do it, it's pretty quick and easy to manage. I'm looking at some of this other stuff. No XP values. Try something. What did I do with it? I've added a new thing to track. Where is it? Where? That's there. Alright, let's see what this does. and then this one. Let's get rid of these and do that. Sweet. So I added in a way to give you guys experience for gold and stuff. We used to do that back in first edition. It's an optional thing in 2e, but I added a way so I can just drag and drop the treasure parcels and it automatically calculates all the gold. Like for gold, you get 1 XP per, and platinum it's 5, you know, and so on. It depends on the value of it. Also, magic items are going to give you experience too. So I'm going to award that, and then I need to do all the stuff for the encounters, which I should have done before I did that, but I didn't. Second. That goes there. Place to put this thing. Guy's name was Feldrin, by the way. It wasn't Scout.
Felger?
Feldrin.
Filter?
Yeah.
Filcher! So Parafel's starting out at 0 XP?
Whatever it was to put him at whatever level he was at. I don't know what that is. You'll have to figure it out.
It was low. It just shows him at 0. So, let me look
Yeah,
at
just figure out what it takes to get you 5/5. You know, minimum to be fighter thief or fighter mage. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I've got all the... That's the experience for the monsters. Yeah, none of them were very tough. You got more money from all the loot you guys picked up. And Feldrin doesn't have XP either. Alright, so I did that so that next time we play, you won't lose out on the XP that you would have gotten from tonight, because I didn't split it. So if you don't show up next time, you're fine. You would have got this stuff. So
Where does the XP go on your character sheet?
your class on the front page, hit the gear for Invoker, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the name of that to Wild Mage.
Oh, okay.
And you should already have 20,000 experience, which I've just set it for you.
That'll put me at level 5 then.
Oh, so that's not what you have. You have that. Alright.
Okay.
But you should have total experience of 18,000. Should be 19,714. Hold on. Like that. So
Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Normally what you would do is when you get experience, you'd click the apply button. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. Yeah, that's what I thought. So what I'm gonna do, because I was planning on doing this anyways, is let you hit 5th. I wanted you to be one night to where you. Actually, we'll make it 1. 2.
That's 200,000.
It is. That's too much. 20. 1, 2, 3. It's that fucking extra 1, man. There we go. Alright. So that would give you enough to, and the reason I want to do this because I want to see what happens when you drag and drop the other one. But let me. Actually, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Let's take a 5-minute break and we'll come back to this. I need to do something. But you guys can take a break. We'll come back at midnight. If you want to stay around, the rest of you guys don't really necessarily need to. I need to deal with some stuff with Avarice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have you add the previous experience on Parafel as well because it won't let me do it.
Okay. Yep. We'll come back right at midnight and we'll
Back at 5.
fix both of you guys. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. We're gonna go ahead and call it on the stream at that point. I'll do this other stuff behind the scenes, but thank you if you're still around with us. Have a good evening.